Hey sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. The 2023 National was my fifth National that I have attended. The first one was in 2015, then 2019, 2021, 22, and 23. And over those 5 Nationals, I've picked up some pretty nice cards. But to be honest with you, they're cards that I probably could have just picked up on eBay. But the fact that they were bought at the National, some of them I really hunted for, some of them I got pretty good deals on. Each of them has a little bit of a story to them because I picked them up at the National rather than just on eBay. So what I thought I'd do is do sort of a recap video of all my National purchases from the 5 that I have attended so far, and ask you to let me know which year do you think was my best year for pickups. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you my pickups for 2015, 2019, 21, 22, and 23. And again, would love to know in the comments, which year do you think was my best National to date? Okay, in the interest of time, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about the particular card, what I paid for it, the grade, how nice I think it looks, whatever. It's basically just going to be a quick rundown of the cards. So, first National, 2015. Now, this was technically before I really started focusing on my vintage collection. I was pretty much just a Wade Boggs collector, although, as you can see, I did pick up some vintage cards because I've always loved vintage. And the first one, I'm going to go in chronological order here. So for 2015, my first pickup was the T206 Christy Mathewson in a dark cap. It has the sweet cap roll back to it. Then we have the 52 Bowman Stan Musial. I also picked up the 53 Bowman Stan Musial. I also picked up the 54 Topps Ted Williams number 250. Now that was the vintage cards for 2015. So the Boggs cards, which I actually managed to find some. I rarely look for Boggs cards now at the National. They're just so hard to find, or find ones that I don't have. This one is from 2003. Fleer Fall Classics Yankees Pinstripes Autographs Anniversary, serial numbered to 100. So managed to find that one. Then we have the 2005 Absolute Memorabilia Absolutely Inc. That's serial numbered out of 50. Then this one here, 2014, 5-star, dual signature patch book, featuring Boggs and Jim Rice, serial numbered out of 10, 2 out of 10. And I also got this 2014 Topps Strata, big jersey patch there, the autograph on the acetate, and this is serial numbered out of 25. And then the final purchase for 2015 was the 2015 Topps Museum Collection gold framed autographs out of 15. All right, so that was my 2015 National, which was pretty good. Now on to 2019. Now, I bought a whole bunch of Wade Boggs oddball cards, some uncut panels, just some other oddball stuff that this one dealer had. I'm not going to show all of them. One, because most of them are still in storage. I haven't got them out yet. But it's just a whole bunch of oddball items. So that was definitely a big part of my 2019 National. But looking at the individual cards that I got, I did pick up one vintage card, and I decided, for whatever reason, it was in Chicago, that I wanted another T206 card of someone from the Cubs. And so I went with the Mordecai Three-Finger Brown in the Chicago shirt. And if you're wondering why this one is in a PSA 1, because there's a little bit of a back of the card missing, a little paper loss there, but overall really nice eye appeal for a PSA 1. So that was the only vintage card that I picked up in 2019. Move this stuff over here. Now the rest of the stuff are Boggs pickups. Now this one here, all right, it's a 1991 Upper Deck. Well, so what's the big deal about this? Well, there is a variation in the 91 Upper Deck cards. I don't know if it's all of them, but definitely Wade Boggs was in this, had this variation. And I remember I picked this up. It was just in a box of, the dealer had boxes by player, and I just started thumbing through, and I knew there was an error here that I didn't have, and sure enough, this was it. And I think he wanted 5 or 10 cents for it, because he didn't know this was an error. And I'm like, I go to give him like $1, and he's like, just take it, because that was the only card I wanted. So I actually got this for free, and it may not show up here, but the hologram, if you see, it's almost like an upside down 90 between the Upper Deck. Actually, you can see it better here because the hologram is upside down. If you can see, I'm not sure if it's going to show. Yeah, like underneath the Upper Deck, you see it looks like at the bottom of the plate there, it says 90. Well, that was it, the hologram that they used for 1990 Upper Deck cards, and this was, of course, a 91 Upper Deck card. So there, I don't know how many. I mean, again, this is not a very valuable error, but I don't know how many were printed with the 90 Upper Deck hologram versus the 91, but I have a lot more of the corrected hologram cards than I do of this single one I have of the 90 hologram. So that was actually a big pickup, and like I said, the guy gave it to me for free because he only wanted like 5 or 10 cents, and that was all I wanted to buy from him. All right, the next one is 2004 Greats of the Game Forever game jersey. Not serial numbered, but it was a Boggs card that I needed at the time. Then, keeping with the Chicago theme, I just happened to stumble across this one. The 2005 Upper Deck Hall of Fame Signs of Cooperstown dual autograph with Ryne Sandberg and Wade Boggs, serial numbered out of 20. And then this was a fairly big one just because of the low serial number. 2018 Topps Diamond Icons Autograph Relic Red. So it has the red ink there, the red version, and it's serial numbered out of 5. The next one here, 2019 Leaf in the Game Used Sports Fantastic Fabrics. Look at that. I think looks like appears to be two jersey pieces and 6 bat pieces. Serial numbered out of 25. And the last one was 2019 Topps Diamond Icons Single Player Autograph Relics out of 10. Now, what's interesting about this is, and again, I've seen Topps do this a lot. Unfortunately, they'll picture him in a Red Sox uniform, but of course that is a Yankees jersey piece. But it is on-card autograph, which I love. So that was 2019. Now, going into 2021, of course, they didn't have the National in 2020. I was planning on going, but they didn't have it. So this was when was the first year that I had been making content on YouTube. So that made the Nationals even better for me. Just the overall experience, meeting people that I knew. 2015 and 2019, I was just hanging out by myself. I really didn't know anyone except for my buddy Rich, who lived out in Chicago. But 2021 was the first time that I really experienced, had a whole number of friends to meet up with and all that good stuff. But it was also the one where I started sort of exclusively looking for vintage as opposed to Boggs cards. And what I'm not going to show here, and what I spend a decent amount of money on, is when I started to build my 1978 top set. So I actually did quite well. I don't know, I can't remember the count, but it would not surprise me if I maybe got close to 200 78 tops cards. So that put a dent into my budget there, and I'm not going to show all of them. Plus, I don't know exactly which ones of those I picked up at the National. But in terms of individual cards, again, going in chronological order, the first one was the 55 Bowman Hank Aaron. Then the 56 Topps Hank Aaron. I was looking for the 55 Topps, but just couldn't find one in my price range that I liked in terms of the eye appeal. So got the 56 Topps instead. Then I got this was the start of my Yaz Playing Days run. I picked up his rookie card. I also picked up his 66 Topps card. And maybe not the biggest purchase, but a pretty big purchase. Didn't expect to get this card in that grade and pay that much for it, but once I saw it, I had to have it. The 71 Yastrzemski in an 8. That's just one sharp card there. So that was a big chunk of my budget right there. And then finishing off with yet another Yastrzemski, the 74 Topps. And the final pickup for 2021 was the 76 Topps Tom Seaver. All right, on to... Let me rearrange this stuff here. On to last year's National 2022. So, this was, again, all vintage. We start off with the 1950 Bowman Bob Feller. That was not on my list, but once I saw it at the table, one of the dealers had it, I fell in love with it, and glad I was able to pick it up. Then I picked up my 53 Bowman Pee Wee Reese. '58 Topps Hank Aaron white name. The 65 Carlton rookie. '67 Clemente. The 69 Bench. I remember I paid a little bit higher than what 4s went for at the time, but just fell in love with the centering on that one. Here's a little cheapo sort of throw in. I just had a little bit of money left and saw this at one of the dealers, the 70 Topps Hoyt Wilhelm, a big $10 purchase. But it was a Hall of Famer. That's what I was working on, so cheap pickup there. Also from 1970 was the Thurman Munson rookie card. And ending it off with the 75 Topps George Brett rookie card. All right. Now, if you've watched my recap videos, you can, fast forward here or whatever, but I'm going to go over the 2023 National. So, starting off with the 48 Bowman Warren Spahn rookie card. '53 Bowman Color Warren Spahn. One of the big ones, the 54 Bowman Mickey Mantle. And the big purchase for 2023 was the 54 Bowman Ted Williams. Also got the 59 Topps Hank Aaron. '61 Topps MVP Roy Campanella. '61 Topps Juan Marichal rookie. '64 Topps Hank Aaron. '65 Topps Joe Morgan rookie. '66 Topps Hank Aaron. '66 Topps National League ERA leaders with Koufax and Marichal. '70 Topps All-Star Yastrzemski. '71 Topps AL Home Run Leaders featuring Killebrew and Yastrzemski. And the last one, my big purchase, I joke, for $5. The 75 Topps 64 MVP featuring Brooks Robinson. Well, there you go. All the cards that I have picked up from the 5 nationals that I have attended so far. These are cards that I will always remember. Hey, I got this one at such and such national. And it just adds to the special nature of those cards in my collection. So again, would love to know which year do you think was my best national to date. With that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.